Hey lovely, and welcome to module 2. Now you tap. It's your turn to start tapping. So first of all, I am going to talk you through the points so you can start to learn where they are on your body. Obviously at the beginning it might feel a little bit overwhelming, like remembering all the points, but there's in the workbook, the worksheet for this week, there's a guide in there. You can print it off, you can have it out in front of you or have it open on your laptop or phone or something so you can follow the points. But yeah, I'm going to teach you the points, and then I'm actually going to talk you through how to use it for an emotion. We're not going to do the craving just yet because there's more steps to this whole process to really conquer the craving. But for now, let's learn the points, okay? Now, when you are tapping, I aim to tap the point 5 to 10 times. Everybody does this slightly differently, but I kind of go my feeling, like what feels good for me. Is it feeling like, oh, that's hitting on something, something shifting? And you want to be tapping quite firmly. Okay, so I'll talk you through. So the first one is on the top of the head. So you're going to take one finger or two, one or two, and just tap on the top of your head. Okay. The next one is inside the eyebrows right here. So again, one finger on each hand, and we're just going to tap on the inside of each eyebrow. Now you will find there's like almost a little tender spot. You kind of want to be on that right at the bottom of the eyebrow, on that little tender bit of bone, and you just kind of a firm tap there. And you actually, I find it quite soothing instantly. That might be because I've tapped quite a lot before and that's the feeling that brings me. But if you really just connect in, it's really nice. So just tapping there 5 to 10 times. And we're just working our way down and across. So now we've got on the outside of the eyes, just here. Kind of on the temples and around there. I kind of go along a little bit from side to side, feels good for me. Okay. And then we've got under the eye. You want to kind of be in line with your pupils, directly under your eye. And just, you feel your, like the cheekbone and the eye socket, right? It's kind of just along that, the raised bit there. Again, it'll feel a little bit tender in some spots. And right then, let me just do a firm tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's kind of how I do it. I don't even really count them anymore, but I just go with, like I said, the feeling, what's feeling good. But aim for 5 to 10. Then we got under the nose. So, bringing one finger, and we just tap quite firm in this one. So under there, I know this might feel a bit strange, probably looks a bit strange watching me too, but honestly it's so good. Okay, good. And then on the chin, so under your lip, above this bit of your chin, right in that dip. Again, nice firm tap. Good, really good. Okay, and then we've got the collarbone. So again, you want to find the collarbone, and then there's a bit where it kind of dips in. And you'll feel it as a dip, and then it's raised. It's like a little tender bit there. Just have a little tap around and find where's that little tender spot. It shouldn't be painful or sore, but you'll feel, oh yeah, I can feel that. Okay, you'll know where it is. Good. And I do this one with 2 fingers because it's like it needs a bit more there. Okay, next one is under the arm. Okay, so what I do, use the whole palm for this one and cross my arms, and then you're aiming kind of where your bra strap would sit. And quite a hard tap here, like a pat more than a tap. Okay, good. And then we have the side of the hand, okay? So it's like a karate chop. And we swap. Okay, we've got the wrist. So the way to measure this is we want to go 3 fingers down approximately, and then there's a point down here that I use 2 fingers, and it's like this. And again, you'll feel it. It's a little bit just, I guess tender is the right word. And then swap. So just to measure it, roughly 3 fingers down. last one is on the inside of the little finger. So just in here. Okay, so you just want to open your hand. I use the opposite finger of the other hand and tap on the inside here, okay? So you're just knocking against that middle part there. And again, tap the other side. Okay, so that is the tapping points. The next step, what we're going to do in this module is I'm going to show you how this works to release an emotion, okay? And then in the next modules, we're going to get into specifically working with craving. So I just want to show you how the process works. So you've got all the steps. So first of all, I want you to just close your eyes if you like, if it's easier. And I want you to connect with an emotion. One that's bothering you, one that's been on your kind of radar this week or today, like what's one that keeps popping up or feels quite intense? Is there any stress or anger or frustration or sadness or resentment? What is it? Like, find an emotion that has been bothering you. And then I just want you to, as you close your eyes and you connect to that feeling, that emotion, and maybe you even have to recall a memory from the week where something was really stressful or annoying, or however you need to do it to get a sense of that emotion. Once you have that emotion, I want you to rate the emotion. Just remember, you can follow this through on the guide for this module as well. And it's got the written questions for you to fill in the answers, which helps you kind of follow the flow of the process. But I'm also just going to guide you through it. So we need to rate this emotion. We need to give it a number of level of intensity. 10 being really, really intense, and 0 being, no, I feel fine, and neutral. So give yourself a number. What number are you at right now with this emotion that you want to release? And just keep that number in mind, or if you want to write it down, you can. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use the affirmation, and it goes like this. I treat myself with love and respect, even though I have this, fill in the blank. Fill in the blank with your emotion, whether that be stress, anger, guilt, sadness, shame, whatever the emotion is, put it in there. So I treat myself with love and respect, even though I have this. I'm going to go with stress, okay? Just for the purpose of this tutorial. I treat myself with love and respect, even though I have this stress. I treat myself with love and respect, even though I have this stress. We have our affirmation, we know what we're focusing on. Where as you go through the process, I want you to hold that old emotion in your mind, okay? As we tap the points, I want you to use your breath. We're going to be breathing in. And as we're tapping, breathing out, and actually imagining we're breathing out that emotion, okay? So when you're ready, you can do this with your eyes closed if you like. I feel like it helps you connect more to the process personally, but it's completely up to you. So holding that emotion in your mind, that feeling, and then we're going to use that affirmation with every point that we tap, okay? So we're going to start on the top of the head, and let's close our eyes because I feel like it just makes us go deeper. We're going to tap that point, and at the same time we're going to say, I treat myself with love and respect, even though I have this stress. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Okay, now we move to the next point. I treat myself, this inside the eyebrows, I treat myself with love and respect, even though I have this, fill in the blank. Breathe in, breathe out, release. On the temples, on the outside of the eyes, I treat myself with love and respect, even though I have this, fill in your word, fill in your emotion. Breathe in, breathe out, release that emotion. Okay, under the eyes. I treat myself with love and respect, even though I have this, fill in your emotion. Breathe in, breathe out. Release that emotion. Imagine it was actually releasing from your mind and body. and keep tapping the points in between transitioning to the next one. Under the nose. I treat myself with love and respect, even though I have this. Fill in the blank. Breathe out. Under the chin, under the lips, above the chin. I treat myself with love and respect, even though I have this. Fill in the blank. And breathe out. That's right, really good. Keep tapping. Then the collarbone. I treat myself with love and respect, even though I have this. Fill in your emotion. Breathe in. As you breathe out, release that old emotion now. Good. Tap firmly. Find that tender spot. Under the arms, across the arm. I treat myself with love and respect, even though I have this. Good. To the hands. I treat myself with love and respect, even though I have this. Fill in the blank. Breathe in. Breathe out, swap hands. I treat myself with love and respect, even though I have this emotion. Breathe in, breathe out. On your wrist, I treat myself with love and respect, even though I have this. Breathe in, breathe out. Release it now, swap hands. I treat myself with love and respect, even though I have this. Fill in the blank of your emotion. Good, inside of the little finger. I treat myself with love and respect, even though I have this. Other hand, I treat myself with love and respect, even though I have this emotion. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, just shake your arm, just relax, just be here for a moment. You might find or feel a bit of a tingling sensation around your body. Might feel a bit floaty, might feel heavy, might feel light. But you will experience something. Just take another deep breath in and release. Open your eyes if you haven't already, and then just check in with that feeling, that old emotion now. And let's rate it again. Give yourself a number on that scale of 10 to 0, 0 being the lowest. Where are you now? What's the number? Check in with that. Compare it to where you started. Hopefully that number has dropped quite considerably. If it hasn't, that's okay. This is the first time you might have tapped. It's all a bit like trying to listen to me, follow the points, think about what you're doing, think of the emotion. It can be a little bit too much. So if it hasn't dropped, that's okay. Let's repeat. If it has dropped and say you're at like a 5 or a 4 or a 3 now, we want to aim really to get to like 1 or 0. So what I do now is I go back and I repeat the process. So maybe I've gone from a 9 feeling stress down to 4 and I want to take it a bit further. So what we do is we go back and we repeat the whole process, but this time we change the affirmation just slightly. So we change it to, I treat myself with love and respect, even though I have this remaining stress or whatever your emotion is. I treat myself with love and respect, even though I have this remaining, fill in the blank. I treat myself with love and respect, even though I have this remaining, fill in the blank, okay? And what that does is just help that last bit of emotion to start to shift. So go back, do the process again, and aim to get to a 1 or a 0, or 2 maybe might feel comfortable, but really want to be 1 or 0. You can repeat this 3 times if you need to. If you're doing it a few times and you're only getting so far to like a 3 or a 2, that's okay. Maybe that's as far as this tool will take you. And then it might be you need to do some journaling or some meditation or get outside in nature or shape your body or, do something else to change your state. Check your posture. There's a lot of other state change tools that exist, but This one should take you pretty low on that scale of 10 to 0. So have a look through the guide for this week as well, and then go through this process with an emotion. Try it a few times. What this is going to help you do is become familiar with the points, get used to tapping, get used to saying the affirmation. If you can say it out loud, it's more powerful. If you prefer to say it in your head, you can. I'd encourage you to say it out loud. Go through the process. Has the number dropped? Has it dropped enough? Repeat the process with the new affirmation and get as close to 0 as you can. And yeah, as I said, this will familiarize you with the points, with the process, and yeah, and then you're gonna get closer and closer to being able to tap without having to follow something, which is really good. You will find over time, you're just doing it more consistently, it will get easier and you will remember it. It's kind of like just a little flow, you know, it's nice and easy. Okay, so that's it for this module video, guys. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.